Dr. Radhai Srinivasan from the Department of Physics and Electronics has a vast teaching experience of 36 years. She believes teaching is more than imparting knowledge. It's inspiring change. With innovative mind and committed heart, she always works towards making a difference in the lives of young students. Ma'am's academic responsibilities include controller of examinations ever since the college has become autonomous in the year 2015, governing body member, academic council member, steering committee member in charge for curriculum designing and development, autonomy committee member, planning and evaluation committee, board of studies, other autonomous colleges member, advisory member, AECC courses. Dr. Radhe was awarded Global Peace Award for her contribution in the field of education. She was awarded honorary doctorate degree by University of South America, has presented papers at many national conferences and won Best Paper Award for presenting a paper on quantum computing at an international conference. She has completed research projects and currently working on 2 more. Being a member of Planning and Evaluation Committee and also coordinator of Curriculum Design and Development, Dr. Radhe played a major role in integrating students' involvement to evaluation and award of grade. Ma'am has been a member of steering committee for 3 cycles. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sarita. Can I be the host to share?
Yes. Yes, ma'am, you can share your screen, ma'am. It started, ma'am, it's visible.
Yeah, very good morning to all the members presented here. My warm regards to principal especially. I congratulate IQAC for organizing this workshop and creating an opportunity to get augmented in our respective criteria through the interactions what we are going to have for the 3 days ahead, because all the participants I observe to be very eminent participants from all parts of India. I feel it is a wonderful opportunity for me to gain more inputs so that I can work better for the 4th cycle of NAAC to develop curriculum. And I'm just going to share my views or thoughts on this line, starting with the introduction till feedback system. What are the inherent features of curriculum we will be discussing. So I begin giving you the introduction for curriculum with its inherent features. Most of us will be thinking curriculum is just the compilation of subject matter for a particular course of study. But it is beyond all that. It comprises of many elements, many dynamics of various dimensions of education. It deals with learning goals, time constraints, teaching techniques, evaluation methods, and most importantly, review mechanism. So all these building blocks we need to concentrate while developing curriculum. At this point of time, I would like to quote Ernst Eboa quoting that I stand for a different education where teachers are seen as true epitome of education. A different education where students will not just learn books, but lives. An education where students learn with understanding, and not just with understanding, they practice what they have learned with understanding. I stand for an education, a different education, where education means creativity. To sum up, I stand for a different education where students will be perfect ambassadors of the Creator on earth and live their daily lives with all due diligence. So, though these quotes appear to be philosophical, when you introspect this, whatever feature the higher education curriculum needs, these are all depicted in this course. So my presentation goes this way. So when we develop a curriculum, when we look at a curriculum, we need to have something, the compilation of subject, it should speak about the scope of the subject, not only what they are learning at this particular course of study, also to what level, how they can go, what they can pursue at the higher level, next course. And within this compiled curriculum, the subject matter should be arranged in proper sequence, and it should be clearly expressed, articulated well in the curriculum. Also, we need to balance the curriculum, balancing the curriculum in the sense that when we think of, say, so-called the syllabus, and that syllabus should be properly divided class-wise. Suppose you plan for the teaching of a particular unit or particular block of subject matter, then you need to allocate proper time for doing or teaching the particular matter. So balancing is needed, proper subject matter divided among semesters, divided among different units, all that we need to take care. It doesn't stop there. It goes with teaching methods and learning experiences. So we need to actually concentrate on not just a regular teaching method. Now, I do not know whether I should thank Corona, because the regular teaching on it has enabled everybody technologically. So teaching methods incorporating ICT tools or any other innovative tools, which will make their learning experience of the student for lifetime. So let us see basically what are the different types of curriculum and what are the features. Basically, the curriculum is of three types: subject-centered, student-centered, and problem-centered. Mostly what we are following nowadays are mostly subject-centered curriculum. It focuses on a particular subject or discipline. It describes what need to be studied and how it should be studied. Mostly it is predetermined list of things to teach. And it is almost standardized across colleges, states in a country. So this is the conventional curriculum, I can say. Whereas student-centered curriculum, the most preferred one, which we are trying to arrive at in most of the institutions. This is mainly at empowering learners and allow them to shape their education through their choice. Anything when we do with the interest, the effect will be better, the contribution will be maximum. Therefore, the students need to be given a choice to choose their course of study. So this should be choice-based curriculum we need to provide. It takes individual students' need, interest, and goals into consideration. And also, another important point it stress that it tells us that all students are not uniform. So accordingly, the curriculum can be adjusted to the student need. And the third type is problem-centered. It is more or less similar to the student-centered, but there is a slight variation. It focuses on teaching students how to look at a problem and come up with solution. So this promotes analytical and application-oriented skills. Through this curriculum, the students or the learners will be exposed to real-life issues, and it will develop their skills which are transferable to the real world. So of these three curriculum, the most preferable and practically implementable is student-centered curriculum. So slowly we need to shift from subject-centered to student-centered. And of course, problem-centered features we can incorporate in this type. Now we see the core values of higher education also predicting the student-centered curriculum. The core values goes this way. There are 5 values, core values: contributing to national development. We will see in detail one after the other. Fostering global competencies, inculcating value system, promoting use of technology, and quest for excellence. When we consider contributing to national development, the component what it is looking at the curriculum is multidisciplinary knowledge and skill formulation. Because for the development of nation, which involves the knowledge from various fields. So at undergraduate level or postgraduate level, it's our responsibility to incorporate multidisciplinary knowledge in students. And how it can be possible? Within the limited time or the freedom, we may think of adding new certificate courses, if not the main course. So for national development, we can think about introduction of new add-on certificate courses. Second point is fostering global competencies. We all know that it is a very competitive world. So the intrinsic component is acquiring social sensitivity, communication skill, entrepreneurial skill. These are the things which are needed along with knowledge. So our primary responsibility as teachers is not just making them get higher grade alone, but make them talk about themselves. We should be able to imbibe in them all these qualities. So how it can be achieved? You can plan of arranging some seminars, training sessions, awareness sessions on all these things. We can choose a particular topic for a particular month and the training can be organized. Inculcating value system, which is the most required quality for any human being. So it will contribute to the promotion of civic behavior. So we need to see that by either practicing or discussing or interactive sessions, we need to inculcate value in our learners. Many values: responsibility, purpose, courage, service, learning with care, caring elders, and gratitude, all values, whatever we expect, we should be able to imbibe at least a few during their stay with us. Then promoting the use of technology. Yes, this is the requirement of the day. We all now developed our skills to some level at least, so that we are able to organize. We are now participating in this national conference. So the days how we were 3 months back or 4 months back, it's totally changed. The education is totally changed. Even first class student is now sitting before the computers or the mobile phone for online classes to learn ABCD. Okay? So the education has totally changed. Therefore, we should train our students to use this technology to the maximum extent. It is just not the operation of computer. We should teach them to learn. They should learn how to learn for their lifetime. That is our purpose. So in our classroom teaching, if we involve flipped classroom or ICT enabled teaching or online communication, or even you can encourage them to learn other courses what is not offered in your college through NPTEL platform, MOOCs platform. So all these training, when they are with you, they will be very free to learn from you because they treat us as the mentor. So they will be very free to clarify the doubts. So when we imbibe the skill of learning for themselves, then that means we are giving them the wings to fly. The sky is the limit for them. And quest for excellence. So this component, what we are looking at this is development of benchmark for excellence, and developing benchmark and excelling the benchmark is the thing what we have to consider. And this can be achieved only by reviewing what we are doing. So unless we take feedback, unless we review how it is, we cannot improvise our system of work. So feedback mechanism we need to develop thoroughly so that you can become, if you are good, you will become better. If you are better, you will become best. And if you are already best, then you will try to do wonderfully well and try to sustain your status. So with this primary introduction, we will see how to develop institutional curriculum. So I hope every institution will work with the vision mission, and whatever curriculum we try to develop, we need to incorporate the vision of the institution along with the core values what we have just now discussed. So we need to incorporate components, integrate components in the course of study based on these core values and vision statement of your institution. So for example, to quote our college, our vision is academic excellence, skill enhancement, and value engagement. So our curriculum also incorporate courses for all these things. Academic excellence, not only the courses which are prescribed, apart from that, we encourage our students for based on advanced learner program, we encourage them to participate in summer internship, research projects, and we have number of 30 plus skill oriented, career oriented courses, and we have value education, human values. There are various courses we have. So that way we need to plan. And therefore, the institutional initiation towards developing a meaningful curriculum starts with interaction with stakeholders. Whatever we plan, it cannot be one person's plan. We have to involve our stakeholders, interact with them regularly, periodically, and deliberate their suggestions. And putting all the suggestions, we need to develop new courses. This will take care of diversity aspect. And we need to offer these courses not for a particular group of students. Let the students choose of their choice. Whoever wants, they should be able to take. It should be totally flexible courses, and curriculum should be interdisciplinary in nature and choice-based. And integration of more skill-oriented training for better employability to imbibe multi-skill development. All these things you may think it is theoretically possible, but how to do it if you are an affiliated institution? No problem. The main course of study you may not be able to change from that what was prescribed by the university, but over and above, you can add at least one course for one group of students. University will not object. You can give them some incentive. You can give them some marks. You can motivate them to take those courses. You will be a better planner to your college students. So it is not impossible. Always it is possible to add more to whatever you are doing. We will now look into the accreditation framework with respect to criteria 1. The criteria 1, which deals with curriculum development and implementation, it pertains to practices of an institution in initiating a range of programs. Of course, it should be in tune with the national global trends and local needs. See, this is the challenge. We need to match the local need as well as the global challenges. So the device of curriculum needs to consider this point too. And the process of curriculum development and design for autonomous institution and universities designing is given, and for planning and implementation for autonomous and affiliation colleges. So there are key indicators for this criteria. And the first, it is all question like 1.1. This is curricular design and development. Under this, we have sub-indicators. So curricular planning implementation, each indicator is given a weightage. So totally this criteria is given a weightage of 100. So for this, you basically concentrate the strength of curriculum, flexibility, enrichment, and feedback. These are the things you have to look at for curriculum development. The components makes globally competent, locally relevant curriculum, speaks about the strength of the curriculum. And the choice-based learning system, what we are going to provide for various courses, that we talk about flexibility. And teaching methodologies, apart from chalk and talk method, ICT method, put them into field. Effective learning techniques, experiential learning, field project, project work, industrial training, all these things will add for the enrichment. And finally, what we are doing is right or not, do we have to improve or not, will be known to you through the mechanism what you are going to develop through feedback. Now we will go into in deep manner about the curricular planning implementation. Here, the first question will be whether the institution ensures effective curriculum delivery through well-planned documented process. So every institute will have a curriculum delivery process, but whether it is well-planned or what, you have to now make sure. So for the affiliated institution, when the syllabus is given, what normally used to be done is it will be allotted to a particular lecturer and they will write the year plan, UGC year plan, and they will start teaching. But now, when you are going for accreditation process, this work has to be done in a more systematic and quality-centered manner. What you need to do. So first of all, the curriculum, what you are going to offer itself should be taking the consideration of the stakeholder. Students also need to be considered. Whatever the previous group of students, if they have given any feedback, considering the feedback, addition or deletion of chapters or the topics need to be incorporated. And once the curriculum is developed, we need to plan it in such a way that it is taken care of all the qualities what we have discussed, the duration and teaching methodology, learning methodology, evaluation methodology, all put together. We have to make a perfect planning. And just the planning alone is not sufficient. It should be transparently dispersed to the stakeholders. The students should well informed about the curriculum in the beginning itself, so that they will be well prepared for the classes. So the process of completely how we have planned. So starting from the minutes of the meeting to where you have discussed about the change in curriculum, where you have framed the curriculum, and if you have submitted the modified curriculum or the new curriculum to the governing body member, academic council member, all those documents need to be procured. It should be filed, recorded. And that is where you have to plan. And you may have to have the recurrent meetings with parents. So you have to take, they are the important stakeholder, and you need the industrial members, what the industry requires, accordingly modify your curriculum. And the employers, when your students are employed, so you need to know what quality is more needed in your student. So all those things we have to document it. This will go for curriculum delivery and planning method. Then the institution adheres to academic calendar, including the conduct of CIA, that is continuous internal assessment, and the next one, teachers institution participating. So I will just go the details in the next slide. So this way, earlier I just spoke to you about the first question, where the planning of curriculum. So here you make documents or prepare based on vision, mission, stakeholders input, diverse choice-based curriculum, and minutes to be recorded. Then coming to academic calendar. So the academic calendar is almanac. Under affiliated system, university will give us almanac and we used to follow. Now you can slowly change it. So you can have planning at various levels. Institutional plan, deans, management will plan what they expect from the institution for this academic year. What activities, what seminars, what point you have to focus for this particular year, what theme you need to concentrate. So institutional plan will be done by a group of management members, deans, and academic activities. So to match with the theme or the idea what the institution is proposing, the individual departments need to conduct meeting and plan for their activities, and that will be given. So the academic activities department wise will be received from heads of the department, and examination schedule, all continuous assessment and end semester will come from the examination board, exam cell, controller of examination, and compiling all these things together, consolidating them will be our almanac now. So this almanac also should be well informed to all the stakeholders. You can even display it on the website. If you have handbook, you can give handbook. You can give it to them through online, however you wish. The teachers next, the third part of this first indicator is faculty participation. They give more weightage of 5 marks for this faculty participation in curriculum development. So how a faculty of an affiliated college can participate in curriculum development will be an automatic question in everybody's mind. All faculty may not be able to participate. That's what you will be thinking. Yes, that is of course true. But you will be able to contribute to the work of university in some manner or other. Some of you must be participating as board of study members at the university level or at the autonomous colleges. So you can write what is your contribution. And also many of us will be the examiners for university exams, and we'll be paper setter, and practical examination we will conduct, valuation we will go, all these things to be documented. These are all the academic contribution you are doing to the university, parent university level, as well as to the affiliate autonomous colleges in the city. So for all these things, documentation mainly, whatever letter of invitation you get or the order copy you get, you need to submit, you need to file them. So I sum up this first point with these points. Whatever I'm saying maybe appear to be repetitive, but the curriculum stress on all this. Stakeholders meet, involvement of stakeholder, especially the outside stakeholders for all their inputs, heads of the departments for all planning, examination committee for scheduling the exams and communicating, orienting the students, and parent university and industry members. You network with them, you give your resource and take the resources, and all faculty members for effective implementation of novel technological teaching and fair assessment and quality excellence in curriculum. So we'll now go to the second indicator, academic flexibility. So it deals with again 3 subdivisions. First one deals with choice-based credit system, second one add-on courses, and third one student enrollment list and how they are getting benefit. So the first question is the list of choice-based program. So for all the university affiliated colleges also nowadays, it's only the choice-based curriculum. So you have to list out year-wise all the courses, all the programs, what are all under choice-based criteria. So one thing we need to understand is program is the one which like BSc, Maths, Statistics, Computer Science, it's a program. BA like Public Ad, History, Political Science is a program. And courses are the subjects what they are learning. Okay. So now choice-based credit system, what are all the programs including all courses, UG and PG. And if it is choice-based credit system of an autonomous institution, you need to show the letter or the minutes of the academic meeting that it is mentioned where it is choice-based system. And if you don't have a choice-based credit system for any reason, So you can even show the list of elective courses. Elective courses also, it is choice based from the student's point of view. So you can write about the elective courses and prepare the data for 5 years. Then number of add-on and certificate courses. So list of certificate courses. This anybody affiliated autonomous colleges can plan for this add-on certificate courses. When you prepare the course profile and the objective. When you introduce your course, what you are expecting from the course, what would be the output, what will be its impact on students. So prepare an objective and profile, syllabus, curriculum, course coordinator, evaluation scheme or assessment methodology. All these things are to be documented for the second sub key indicator. And coming to the third one, it is slightly connected with the second one too. The average percentage of courses, students enrolled in all these courses. So for this, what we need to do is how the course is implemented. So show the timetable and what this course is whom we are offering. So the complete profile of the course and how many students have registered. It should not be mandatory course. Just please say that the students are opting for the course because this comes under choice-based course. So how many students are registering? Minimum strength you need to have 30 to 40 should be the minimum strength, and maintenance of attendance register and the result analysis at the end of the course. It need not be always the written examination. You can devise your own method to assess the students how they are benefiting out of these courses. Then the third indicator is curriculum enrichment. It is most important. It is this part is concentrating on the skill development. So this will see that whether the institution integrates the cross-cutting issues through gender studies, human values, environmental sustainability, etc. And here also, it is concentrating on the experiential learning, project, and internship. So here, for cross-cutting issues, list of student, list of courses, course objective, course profile, timetable, attendance register, evaluation techniques you need to document. And experiential learning, coming to this, you will be sending the students to the industry to take part in the field training or the internship, summer internship, whatever you are planning. It should be systematically done, and your letter of interest, their sanction and MOU if you have any, and how when you are sending the time, the duration or the working schedule and the feedback. All these things need to be documented for experiential learning as well as for the field work, internship, project work. And this is just my idea for you to just think on these lines. For cross-cutting issues, you can just offer basic computer courses for non-computer students. Nowadays, of course, everybody is born computer literate, but they need to learn something more and more. So you can pick up the topic, what is more important for them. Now, online classes and online teaching MOOCs, you can train them basically. So one course per semester, you can teach them either based on computers or gender issues, human values, professional ethics, environmental based activities. So whether activity based course or the experiential learning course, please plan for this. And through this, you can make strong academic foundation by giving project seminars, and you can imbibe them multidisciplinary skill. And this is some ideas for experiential learning. You can just you have to augment the regular classroom teaching through all these things. You give them extension lecture, and so they will be exposed to the outsider. And ask them quiz assignment, they will slowly come out of their level. They will start speaking, give them group discussion, they will overcome their inhibition, communication skill will improve, and internship, they will apply what they have learned in the theory class, and application attitude will increase, and project work, online classes, all these things will train them automatically to learn by themselves. And last indicator will be the feedback mechanism. And there are two questions for feedback, whether we are taking feedback from all stakeholders, and if so, we have to upload the feedback. And after taking feedback, how it is analyzed and implemented. This is what is done. And feedback method, you have to chalk it out. And a structured questionnaire you prepare for different stakeholders, from students, teachers, employers, alumni are mentioned, but you can even add more people, industrial member, you can add parents, you can add peers, you can add. So get feedback from all possible stakeholders and collect the data, devise a mechanism to analyze the data and consolidate the report. That report needs to be uploaded to your website. It should be transparent to everybody. And also the next question says how you are actually, what is the actual process of implementing the action taken report. So once we take the feedback, after analyzing, we will be incorporating the remedial measures. So how it is done, you need to document. So you can collect, consolidate, comply. You can meet in a college level, better plan how you will be complying it. So at basic level, maybe we will take feedback, we will analyze by ourselves, we will discuss in the departmental meeting and present it to principal. And then if any issues like starting of new courses is the feedback given from the stakeholder, then we have to put it to the governing body and get it ratified. So the entire process should be analyzed and it should be documented and told. So now, just to sum up, I will brief whatever I have been sharing now. I can only say that education is the spine of every nation. The better the education, the better nation. I also add, curriculum is the spine of education. The better curriculum, the better education ultimately leads to a better nation. So what we have been seeing is 5 eyes. All eyes will be looking at you if you excel in all these 5 eyes. Interaction with stakeholders, integration of their suggestion, implementation of the need-based measures, interrogation of how you are doing for remedial inputs, and finally, automatically, all these things will lead to an innovative curriculum which is holistic in nature, which will develop overall development in students. So with this thought, I wind up now, and I feel it is the time for the audience to post your questions on the chat box. If you have any clarification, you can make. And I feel very happy to present this and looking forward to take some inputs in the form of questions so that we can analyze and answer. Thank you.
May I request Ms. Aparna, IQAC member, to take some questions?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Aparna.
So there's a question from Dr. Satish Kumar, ma'am.
Yeah.
Is an institute empowered to design and adopt academic curriculum, or should they adapt it as given by state authority of government colleges?
Thank you, Mr.
Dr.
Satish Kumar, Dr. Satish Kumar. And may I know whether you are from an autonomous college or an affiliated institution? So based on that, I will be able to answer more appropriately. But anyway, if you are from an autonomous college, you will not be the only person to devise the curriculum, but you will be part of the members, part of a team to devise the curriculum. So definitely you are entitled to incorporate your viewpoints. And same way, if you are from affiliated institution, your part will be the major role in developing add-on courses, not into the direct university curriculum, but the add-on course, extra certificate course, what you can plan apart from the university curriculum for extra credits. So I think I can make myself clear to you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We have a question from Ms. Curie. Do we need to upload a few pages of the teaching diary?
Teaching diary uploading, it is for the regular session. No need. You can even actually display it in the notice boards. The students can know what you are students need to know what is your plan of teaching for this month. So month-wise topics, you can display it in the notice boards.
Ma'am, a few more questions, ma'am, from
Sure.
Ms. Curie. Does fieldwork mean a one-day field trip also?
It is exactly not field trip. More simpler manner, if I understand, it is not like just going and seeing and coming. If you visit a field, do some work. So your contribution, the contribution of students' skill should be seen in on the field. So it is like participating in project or any internship. The days, number of days will not matter, but contribution from students or from your students into the place where they have gone, that should matter.
Ma'am, we have a question from Mr. Surya Shekhar Reddy.
Okay.
What is the difference between a certificate course and an add-on course?
Yeah, it's a good question. If you both will be at the particular level, offering level, it is one and the same, but it depends on the number of credit, number of periods what you are giving. Say, if it is a certificate course, minimum 30 teaching hours need to be given, allotted for certificate course. And you need to give certificate at the end of the course after evaluating the students. Whereas add-on course, you can offer it to them and based on their choice, they can learn and with a lesser teaching hours also. Maybe it is like a little more than a hobby course is add-on course. Much more than that is certificate course. Thank you.
Ma'am, we have a question from Mr. Manoj Clarence. What are the challenges and post-2020 methodologies for keeping curriculum and dissemination still engaging?
Yeah, this is also a good question. And we can consider this situation as a challenge as well as opportunity, Mr. Manoj. So always the dedicated teacher, committed member of this uh, situation will like to learn more and more. So this 2020, of course, teaching will be challenged, but in no time, everybody is equipping themselves at knowledge level as well as at every level. So let us consider it as an opportunity. So we can do really many meaningful things in this post period. Earlier, if it is only a classroom teaching, then we normally used to complain that though we want to do much more thing, we used to feel that the time is not sufficient. Conventionally, we used to think that syllabus is covered. I am not able to cover the syllabus. Time is not sufficient. How can I do this project work? How can I take the students for internship, etc., etc. Now, this latest trend has brought us an idea that we should not first cover the syllabus. That is number one. We should expose the students to syllabus. And we can plan in such a way that part of the syllabus or the topics, we will be highlighting them, we will teach them, give them the basic input and allow them to learn by themselves. So we will also get more time to incorporate more innovative academic activities with the students online or offline. So I consider it is an opportunity for everybody. Thank you for posing this question, Mr. Manoj.
Thanks, ma'am. We have a lot of queries, in fact, ma'am. We'll try to take up a few more. There's a question from Ms. Sapna Mathur. Okay. This query is regarding bridge courses, ma'am. What should be the duration of the course and how many subjects can we offer?
There is no prescribed limit for either subjects or the time. So what we can do is actually you need to plan for the course which will bridge the prerequisite to take up that particular course. So anyway, about a particular, say for example, the students want to take a new course. The fundamental knowledge they didn't have at the earlier level, say intermediate level. So if it is say electronics course, then at the intermediate level, much of electronics topic may not be there. Only the basic fundamentals of semiconductor will be taught at the intermediate level. So if you want to give them more input and bring them to a common platform, you devise for them, say 1 week course, bridge course should be sufficient. Depending on the topic, we can plan. So 1 week course should be more than enough. So before the academic session begins, I think nowadays you can offer these bridge courses online, or 3 to 4 classes should be enough. Thank you,
Ma'am,
sir.
thanks, ma'am. We have a question from Dr. Farida Begum, who's the IQC coordinator at KVR Government College, Kurnool. Should feedback be taken in random or from all the students?
No, feedback should be taken from all the students. So more the sample data, better will be the report what you can project, and you will take from all students. But when the NAAC accreditation team comes, they will take from random and pick up and for verification. So you need to do from all.
Ma'am, there's a question from Ms. Jyoti from Government College for Women, Srikakulam. Do we need to put resolutions taken for feedback on the college website?
Yes, that is what directly the question, the answer, the weightage is given for that. Once the resolution is taken, you have to take a copy of it like a PDF, and you have to upload it onto the website.
There's a question. Yeah, ma'am, you'd want to add on?
Because the transparency is what is looking at this feedback session. So everybody should know, because the students also, suppose the resolutions, whatever we have taken, if it is not displayed, the students will be thinking that it is just a mere, for practice sake, they are taking feedback. So we need to take the proper action and report, and we have to implement them. So this is the better way to do it.
There's a question from Ms. Vijayalakshmi, ma'am. She wants you to give a little bit more information on add-on certificates, and also do they have credits in autonomous colleges? Add-on certificates.
Yeah. So thank you. This add-on certificate credits are given. So when you frame a syllabus, so your autonomy team or the members who, out of various discussions, we will be framing a curriculum for your institution. There is no universal rule that this course should be there, this course should be given this much of credit, nothing like that. So it's your course structure. You are autonomous. You are free to devise your own structure suiting your own student. The course what an ex college offers may not be suiting your college. Therefore, so add-on courses you can plan based on your students' uh, ability, I can say, or limitation, I can say. Ability means they can enhance. Limitation means they need to know every field also. So that way you take first feedback. You chalk out certain list of courses. If it is women's college, then you can plan for a particular course like boutique kind of. That's all. Depending on the geographic location and the need-based course, local need-based course, you can plan out n number of courses, maximum courses you can just list out. You need not prepare the curriculum at the first step. List out and give it to the students, ask them to opt for it, and depending on the choice you can shortlist those courses, and then you can prepare the curriculum, objective and other things. Then depending on the course, the period, the curriculum what you are developing, to what level you are going to give the add-on skill, you can give the credit of 1 credit or maximum 2 credits. For these things, actually, you need to see what is the period or how many hours are allotted to them, these courses. Based on that, the credits will be added. Thank you. I hope I have made your answer question clear.
Ma'am, lot of participants have query regarding add-on courses only, ma'am.
Yeah.
In how many days or how many hours is one question, ma'am. And should it be done within college hours or out of college hours? And how many credits can be assigned to it?
That's what these add-on courses you can have for once in a week or twice in a week you can have. Okay. So it is like 2 periods per week will be the minimum time you can allocate for these courses. Like 30 hours or 30 hours should be the better value for these certificate courses. And allotment of these courses within timetable is preferable from students' point of view. Because if you say after college hours, maybe some of the students who stay far away from the institution may not be opting for these courses. So to make it more effective and meaningful, better plan within the curriculum. You can have a devise a timetable such a way that 2 hours of teaching or practicing can be done in a week. And depending on that, you can give 1 credits. Thank you.
Ma'am, there's a question from Mr. Janin Raj from St. Paul's College. As an affiliated college, do we require the university to approve certificate courses before starting them?
Yes, of course. So all these things you have to get it approved in your board of studies. So when we go for the board of study meeting for, if suppose a particular department is offering a certificate course, say from physics department, suppose we are offering photography course, then we need to get it ratified from our departmental board of study members. So it is very much needed. Once it is ratified, only then we can plan out.
Ma'am, there's a question from Ms. Shehzadi Begum. If previously they haven't already taken feedback, is there anything they can do about it now?
Online feedback is always there. Google form they can create and collect their previous batch. So if they are applying for NAAC, then if they have to provide for 5 years data, then they can always do it. For the previous batch of students, take their email, make Google form, get the feedback from them. And if not, at least from now onward, they can start and record it.
Ma'am, there's a question from Dr. Aarti Chakra. What is the minimum number of hours that must be there for these add-on courses, ma'am?
That's why again the same question is being repeated.
Yeah, in multiple
15,
ways.
15 hours or 30? 15 to 30.
Can they have it on a weekly or a daily basis, ma'am, the certificate courses, or they can plan it?
Daily basis may not be possible because every day if they add, then they may not get the time to do the core courses. So weekly basis is better. That is my personal feeling, but they can discuss in their institution and come out with a better choice.
Ma'am, one final question, ma'am, from Ms. Shehzadi Begum. Should add-on courses be related to the concerned subjects?
It need or need not be also. Add-on course can be anything. If they have to strengthen their skill in the, but this is a choice of the student. If the student has already focused their mind that they have to do only this, then they will be taking up the courses related to this. Say for example, the biological student, say from the nutrition background, if they have decided that they have to become a dietitian or do only the research in nutrition, then they will be picking up the course, add-on course like diet counseling, whatever course they offer from the particular field, they will be choosing that. And certain courses like multidisciplinary approach, the institution can give guidelines that these courses are meant for development of multidisciplinary skills, so they should take the course from the other discipline only. So there are 2 ways. So the institution can offer a course where they can augment the knowledge in one particular discipline. So add-on course without any restriction, they can offer such courses. And like interdisciplinary curriculum or multidisciplinary approach courses should be given to students of one discipline to another discipline. So there are 2 ways, and both are possible.
Thank you, ma'am. And you have lots of comments in the chat box, ma'am, for a very nice and informative session.
Okay.
We have time for just one more question, ma'am.
Yeah. No.
Can tailoring or beautician courses or stress management courses come under add-on?
Yes, all these things will come under add-on course. Definitely, because these are the things, the skill India only needs people, and all these courses you can think about, like say if the college or the students are hailing from the rural background, like mobile technology, mobile management, uh, networking, all these courses you can offer it. So definitely the students will be able to become an entrepreneur at the end of this UG program itself. So it is quite possible. It's a good choice also.
Ma'am, if an affiliated college is wanting to offer some new courses, from whom should they get the approval, ma'am?
They have to give it to the academic session, to the registrar. They have to apply to the university and get the permission from registrar. So through the proper channel, they have to do it, provided those courses are included on the certificate. If they don't want, it's only an added incentive if they have to give, they need not do. They can offer the course over and above the university syllabus. So we are not actually tampering university schedule. So we can do it without their consent. We can just inform them and give only your college certification.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Can I just add one bit?
Sure, Smita.
Radhai, can I have your permission to interrupt your session?
Yeah, sure. Very happy to.
Yeah. One thing which I would just like to mention is that colleges can constitute an advisory committee. Whichever area they want to start a course, for that course only you have some experts from industry or the other institutions, so that together there's an advisory board or a mentoring committee. That committee can finalize the syllabus and modalities of teaching and how many credits are there. So there is some kind of formal approval within the institution that can be done. A copy of that can be sent to university. But since we are not adding it to the university degree, university is not going to add it. As an institution, we can give them a separate certificate. So for that, this kind of documentation will be very useful, that there was a committee which had subject experts, which had experienced people, and they have approved of this course. So I think it will give more legitimacy. Thank you so much, Radhai, for giving me this chance. Thank you, Aparna.
Yeah, it's my pleasure always, Smita. And dear members, I thank each and every one of you for giving me this opportunity, and this interactions made my viewpoints much more clearer. And I take all these discussions home, and I think we will be able to do better for the next accreditation. I conclude, because of sporting, our goals can only be reached through the vehicles of plan. There is no other route to success. By the interaction, I feel everybody is planning much better ahead of accreditation. I wish you a great day. Thank you very much.